Hey everyone, it's Colin here, day 10 of my 30-day challenge. So, the old version of me used to be very over analytical. I would think about stuff to death, basically. I didn't want to do stuff wrong. I didn't want to make the wrong choice. So, like when it came to a career, I was like, okay, what do I want to do with my life? Well, I don't want to make the wrong choice, so I'm going to sit here and think about this for a while until I can think of the right choice. And then lo and behold, a couple years go by and I haven't done anything. So, that's been like my old habit. And yesterday I noticed that I am now working this muscle of actually just taking action despite whether I feel like doing it or not. Because I wanted to share with what happened yesterday, and I noticed that I was like, well, nothing exciting happened. I talked to 5 people and they all said no, and that was about it. And then I thought about it, and I made this happen. I don't really even have to think about doing this that often. I mean, I go to a couple populated areas, but I really mostly just go throughout my day, and I just have like 5 conversations, or I ask 5 people out. And it just kind of happens. I mean, it's stressful every time, but I've got this like action muscle that I'm working. So that's huge, and I think that can actually translate in a lot of other areas besides just talking to girls. But this has also been an area that I've also been not in action in the past. So that was just like a huge revelation of just like practicing in this area, and then perhaps there'll be like breakthroughs in other areas, or at least I have this muscle of knowing how to just like take action despite how I feel about things. So the other thing that happened yesterday was that I went on a second date with the second person that I had went on a first date with. So if that makes sense, it was the person we had a second date, and it was the person that didn't do this when I tried to kiss her. And people have been asking, have I been telling these people, the girls I go on dates about you guys have been asking if I've been telling them about the challenge. And the answer is no, I haven't told anyone yet. And I think it's probably a good idea to tell them, especially if I'm going to continue to hang out with them. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I really want to, share like what I'm up to. And like, I love sharing personal growth. And at the same time, I noticed that there's a little concern, especially with the girl I started to hang out with, that like I don't want her to think she's some like Freddie Prinze Jr. challenge or something. And what that makes me realize is that I am starting to really care what this person thinks about me, which is fine. But I noticed that it's like the old pattern of how I behaved in dates is creeping up. So I used to be very, like when I started dating somebody, they would be like, all my attention would be on them and all the eggs in that basket, and I wouldn't want to, talk to anyone else. And that, like I would basically cater to their needs and wants, and then it usually ends up, I don't think that it ends up being that attractive in the end. So I can notice that even just with not wanting to share this, that I actually care about what they like. I want their approval. So I noticed that habit is still there. And so what there really is to do is just have this conversation with the girls I'm dating or the girls I go on dates with. And probably the very first date, I think, would be the best idea. Just like rip the Band-Aid off and get it out of the way. So that's an area that I still like need some improvement in. And it's like, at this point, I don't care what strangers think about me. But then once I get to know them and start to like them, looks like I am looking for approval again. So there's a warning sign. And so I plan on telling everyone from now on that I'm going on dates with, and just sharing it. Like, this is what I'm up to. This is like exciting, and I'm going for growth. It's not all about the girls. It's just more about like the growth and facing the fear. So anyway, that's what I got from today, or for yesterday. And thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate all your comments and inquision, whatever the word is, about what I'm doing, and knowing that it's actually helping some people too. So yeah, if you want to reach out to me, personal note or something, or if you want to try this yourself, feel free to write me a message as well, and I will talk to you soon.